Hi folks, I'm going to show you really quickly how to find articles in the library databases. So we're going to start with the journal article review assignment guidelines. If you scroll down to the bottom of the assignment, there's a list of articles. So you've got about 9 or 10 different choices. These are all great articles. Some of them you'll notice have a link to the original source article. So if you pick one of those, you're not going to have to go through the library databases. With that said, everybody doesn't have to pick those. So let's say you've decided that you want to read the Hartman article. So Hartman, Eilertson, Ystrom, Belsky, and Gerda. Does prenatal stress amplify effects of postnatal maternal depressive and anxiety symptoms on children or child problem behavior? So if you go to the AACC library databases and you can just Google AACC library, when you get there, click databases. It will take you to a list that looks like this. If you click APA Psych articles, it will probably ask you to enter your library barcode number. Once you do that and click enter, or once you click on the submit button, it should bring you right to this page. So if we are interested again in the Hartman article, the Hartman prenatal stress, we'll go here and we'll type in Hartman prenatal stress and click search. Once you've done that, it should give you a list of articles and you'll see this one is right, the one that we're looking for is right at the top. So click on the title. And it should pull up a lot of information about the article itself. What I'm going to recommend to you is that you actually go to the PDF full text. So if you look over here, click PDF full text. And then that should take you to a copy of the article as it would appear in an APA publication. In this case, it'll appear in the journal Developmental Psychology. So if you remember, we talked about the abstract. It's here. And then the introduction starts here. So where it says extensive evidence, this is where it starts. It'll continue on. I'll just scroll through the sections a little bit until you get to the methods section. This is where the article is going to tell you all about what the experimenters did as they were performing their study. You can continue to scroll through. And when we were talking about the articles, I don't know if you all remember, I mentioned to you that the results section tends to be a little bit statistics heavy and a bit technical. If you want to go ahead and give that a try, like try reading it and figuring out what they're talking about, that's perfectly fine. If you start reading and you get to competitive confirmatory model fitting second stage, and you say, you know what, Dr. MP, I cannot do this. Put a big X over all of the results section. So that would mean the bottom of this column. And then everything else until you get to discussion, and where it starts with based on Plouffe and Belsky's 2011 hypothesis. This is where you're going to pick up reading again. When you pick up reading there, the authors are going to tell you what they did, except this time they're going to tell you what they did and what they found in words so that it's not as statistics and tech rich. So you'll read all the way through there and they should tell you what they did, what they found, and then any directions for future research that they saw. All right, so it's a pretty simple process. And for those of you who are like me, so if you're in my community, and you actually like to hold the article and you like to write all over it and annotate it, feel free to print it. So you can just click the print icon and go ahead and print it, or you can save it to Google Drive if you'd like. You can also email it to yourself. So if you're over here on the right side in the menu, click email and you can actually email it to yourself. I think that's about it. And if you have questions, feel free to email me and let me know that we need to spend some time in office hours and I can help you wade through the process.